Hello, and welcome back to Speak Slow English, your place to learn English one slow, clear sentence at a time. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy you're here. Today, we are not going to talk about food or travel or shopping. Today, we are going to talk about something much bigger. We are going to talk about you. We are going to talk about motivation. How do you stay strong when English feels hard? How do you keep going even on the difficult days? And how can you actually enjoy this journey instead of just surviving it? So relax your shoulders, take a slow breath, and let's learn together at your own pace. Let's start with a simple question. Why does motivation matter so much when you are learning a language? Well, learning English is not a short trip. It is a long journey. It is not like learning 10 new words for a test tomorrow. It is more like planting a tree. You water it today, and you don't see a big tree tomorrow. You water it again next week, and still, the tree looks almost the same. But if you keep watering it month after month, one day you look up and there is a strong, tall tree standing in front of you. Motivation is the water. Without it, even the best method, the best teacher, or the best app will not help you. With it, even a simple plan can take you very far. Many learners believe they need more time or a better method. But often, what they really need is a reason. A strong, personal reason to keep going. So let's talk about vocabulary that can help you think and talk about this idea. We won't just give you a list. We will use each word in a real sentence so you can feel how it works. The first word is motivation. Motivation means the reason or the energy that pushes you to do something. For example, my motivation to learn English is to talk with my daughter's teacher at school. Notice how motivation is often connected to a person or a moment in life. It is not just an idea. It is a real reason. The next word is consistency. Consistency means doing something regularly, again and again over time. For example, I don't study for 5 hours one day and then stop for 2 weeks. I try to have consistency, a little bit every single day. Consistency is quiet. It doesn't look exciting, but it is one of the most powerful tools you have. Another important word is discouraged. To feel discouraged means to feel like giving up because something feels too difficult. For example, I felt discouraged after I forgot every word in my English conversation class. It is completely normal to feel discouraged sometimes. The goal is not to never feel this way. The goal is to know what to do when you do feel this way. Let's also learn the word progress. Progress means small steps forward, even if they are small. For example, I couldn't understand this podcast last year. Now I can understand 70%. That is real progress. Progress is often quiet and slow. It is easy to miss it if you are only looking for big, dramatic changes. And one more word, mindset. Mindset means the way you think about something, your attitude toward it. For example, my mindset changed when I stopped saying, I'm bad at English, and started saying, I'm still learning English. Your mindset can be your biggest support or your biggest obstacle. And the good news is, you can choose to change it. Now let's practice these words together in slow, natural sentences. Listen carefully, and if you feel comfortable, repeat after me. My motivation is my family. My motivation is my family. My motivation is my job. My motivation is my job. My motivation is a trip I want to take next year. My motivation is a trip I want to take next year. I try to have consistency every morning. I try to have consistency every morning. I try to have consistency even for just 10 minutes a day. I try to have consistency even for just 10 minutes a day. Sometimes I feel discouraged when I don't understand a video. Sometimes I feel discouraged when I don't understand a video. Sometimes I feel discouraged after a difficult conversation. Sometimes I feel discouraged after a difficult conversation. But I always remember, this feeling will pass. But I always remember, this feeling will pass. I am making progress, even if I don't see it every day. I am making progress, even if I don't see it every day. Last month, I couldn't say this sentence. Today, I can. Last month, I couldn't say this sentence. Today, I can. My mindset is getting stronger, one day at a time. My mindset is getting stronger, one day at a time. I am learning to be patient with myself. I am learning to be patient with myself. Notice how these sentences are simple, but they carry a strong personal feeling. When you speak English about your real life and your real feelings, the language becomes part of you, not just something outside of you. Now, let's listen to a short story. This story is about a woman named Lucia. Lucia is learning English, just like you. As you listen, try to imagine her life. Try to feel what she feels. Lucia moved to a new country 2 years ago. In the beginning, she was very excited. She bought notebooks, she downloaded apps, she watched English videos every single day. But after 3 months, something changed. Lucia started to feel tired. English felt too big, too complicated. Every day, she made small mistakes. And every day, those mistakes made her feel a little smaller. One evening, Lucia sat at her kitchen table, closed her English book, and said quietly to herself, "Maybe I am just not good at this." But Lucia did not stop completely. The next morning, she still opened her phone and she watched one short English video, just 5 minutes. She didn't feel motivated, she didn't feel excited, she just did it anyway. And the next day, she did it again. Slowly, something interesting happened. Lucia stopped focusing on becoming perfect in English. Instead, she started focusing on showing up, again and again, even for just a few minutes. 6 months later, Lucia had a conversation with her neighbor. It was not a perfect conversation. She made mistakes, she paused many times. But she understood almost everything her neighbor said. and she was able to answer slowly but clearly. After the conversation, Lucia walked home, and she felt something new. Not excitement exactly, something calmer, something like quiet pride. She realized, I am not the same person I was 6 months ago. I am becoming someone new, little by little. Lucia's story teaches us something important. Motivation does not always feel like fire and excitement. Sometimes motivation is quiet. Sometimes motivation is simply choosing to show up, even when you don't feel like it. Now it's your turn. Think about your own English journey for a moment. What is your motivation? Is it your family? Your career? A dream you have for your future? Take a moment and try to say it out loud, in English, even in a simple sentence. My motivation is... You can pause the video here and try it. Now, think about a moment when you felt discouraged. What happened? How did you feel? And more importantly, what did you do afterward? Did you stop completely? Or did you continue, even a little? There is no wrong answer here. This is simply a moment to notice your own pattern, so you can understand yourself better. Let's look at more natural examples in different situations so you can see how these ideas connect to daily life. At work, a person might say, I felt discouraged in the meeting because I couldn't find the right words quickly. But I reminded myself, this is normal for someone learning a new language. At home, a parent might say, my biggest motivation is helping my children with their homework in English. While traveling, someone might say, I made progress on this trip. 2 years ago, I couldn't order food in English. This time, I did it easily. In a classroom, a student might say, my mindset used to be, I'm afraid to make mistakes. Now, my mindset is, mistakes help me improve. Notice something important in all of these examples. The people are not perfect speakers. They still make mistakes. They still feel nervous sometimes. But they keep a steady, kind attitude toward themselves, and they keep moving forward, one small step at a time. Now, let's talk directly about how you can build strong motivation and how you can enjoy this journey, even when it feels difficult. First, connect English to something real in your life. Not, I should learn English, but I want to understand my favorite show without subtitles. Or, I want to talk confidently with my coworkers. A real, personal reason is much stronger than a general idea. Second, focus on small, steady steps instead of big, perfect results. You don't need to study for 3 hours every day. Even 15 minutes, done consistently, will take you very far over time. Remember the tree. Small water every day grows something strong. Third, expect difficult days. They will come. This is not a sign that you are failing. This is simply part of learning any new skill. On those days, you don't need motivation. You only need a small action. Watch one video. Listen to one lesson. Say one sentence out loud. That is enough. Fourth, celebrate small progress. When you understand something you didn't understand before, notice it. When you say a sentence you couldn't say last month, notice it. These small moments are proof that your effort is working, even when the journey feels slow. And finally, be kind to yourself, the way you would be kind to a good friend. If your friend made a mistake while learning something new, you wouldn't say unkind things to them. You would encourage them. Try to speak to yourself the same way. I want you to remember something important today. Every single person who speaks English well today once could not say a single sentence. Every confident speaker you admire once felt nervous, once felt discouraged, once wanted to give up. The difference between someone who improves and someone who stops is usually not talent. It is simply the choice to continue, one small day at a time. You are doing something brave by learning a new language. It is not easy, and the fact that you are here, listening to this lesson, already shows your strength. So on the days when English feels heavy, remember Lucia's story. You don't need to feel motivated every single day. You only need to show up, even a little, again and again. That is how real progress is made. Slowly, quietly, steadily. Thank you for spending time with me today here on Speak Slow English. I'm Emily, and I'm proud of the progress you're making. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself. I'll see you in the next lesson.